Hi traders, this is Forex Nelson and I'm back today with another 3 trades here. All 3 trades were based on New Zealand. As you can see, New Zealand is in all these 3 pairs, and it was New Zealand weakness. Today's date is August the 20th, and I'm going to show you how I traded today. So let's see, we'll start with the least number of pips first. So I took the New Zealand, which I rarely trade, but looking at the meter, how could I not trade it? You know, Swiss is strong and New Zealand is weak. And I could have stayed in the trade for more pips, but once I hit a certain number of pips and a certain amount of money, I am happy with that. And that's the way that I trade. I'm not trying to get 100, 200 pips. I'm just trying to get around 40 or 50 pips a day. And that makes me happy. Now, a lot of traders out there, including myself about 15 years ago, I was always searching for a great trading system, a system that would work. I'm here to tell you that all systems work once you learn how to trade. So don't be jumping from system to system. I bought and traded 700 systems before I found success. And I finally came to the conclusion at that point in time, it's not the system. It is, you got to learn how the market moves. It goes in cycles, does the same thing every day. I call it the flow of the market. And until you learn how the market flows and how to trade the cycles, you are always going to be struggling and jumping from system to system. Now, it's okay to buy systems, because the more money you spend on systems, the more education you should get. And if you buy enough, you will have enough education to finally learn how to trade. Remember, the system is only worth 10% out of 100%. 10% is very little. So don't dwell on the system. When it comes right down to it, I am not selling a system, even though it may look like that. What I am selling is how to trade the markets, training and education, how the market flows, how to trade at the right hand edge. This is what I charge money for. It, like I said, I have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of systems. I can trade any of them successfully because I know how to trade the markets. And until you learn that, you are going to struggle and fail. And make sure you do not trade with real money, because the only ones you're going to make happy and rich are the brokers. And that's why they rely on your lack of knowledge. For the first number of years, they know that you're going to be giving them a lot of money. And that's how they make millions of dollars. Even though they talk to you like they're your friend, they're not your friend. All they want is your money. So, remember that. I am not specifically trying to sell a system. I'm selling how to trade the flow of the market. So, let's click and drag this first one. Now, I happened to get into the trade running a little bit late, 7 minutes to 9 this morning. I was in the trade not very long, to tell you the truth. Looks like about less than 10 minutes, 9 minutes. And due to the fact it already hit the ADR, should have got in up here, but I wasn't even looking at this pair. But when I saw it do this move up and hook around, and I looked at the meter was telling me I'm going to get some pips. Certainly not 100 pips, but this was, to me, was just kind of like a scalping trade. So I took the trade here, and no particular reason other than I was happy. I closed it out with 7 pips, which paid $812. And who says that if you get 10 pips or less, you will never be able to quit your job? Well, just on this one trade alone, $812 for 9 minutes work. I could just take that and be happy. But I usually do between 2 and 5 trades. I'm trying to get 40, 50, 60 pips, whatever I can get, and I'm done trading for the session. Now everything is still indicating to go down. I don't have anything to tell me to close the trade. And by the way, I teach you how to stay in a trade for more pips. Moving right along, that was the New Zealand Swiss. Let's take a look at the pound New Zealand, which is right here. Obviously, if the New Zealand is weak, we're selling the New Zealand. New Zealand's on the right side, so that means we're buying it. At 3 minutes to 8 this morning, I bought it. Let's see where I got in at. Right here. I was really running late. Well, I just didn't see it. And you will have almost every day. You know, obviously getting in lower is better. But again, the meter was telling me it's going to go. So that's what I did. Took the trade. Right here at this cursor. And I closed it out here. It was struggling to break the top, and I said, okay, had enough of that. Time to close the trade with 22 pips. And 22 pips on the pound New Zealand paid $1,372. All you need is a half-decent system, and mine is well above that, that will guide you into the trade. But you have to know how to trade. And remember, that's what I'm selling here. Videos teaching you how to trade the flow of the market. The system is just a guide, guiding you into the trade. Remember that. There is no holy grail, magical indicator, magic system, no such thing. Just learn how to trade the flow of the markets. Okay, the Euro New Zealand, let's run a check on that. Euro New Zealand, it was doing the same thing. I focus on the pound and the euro, attach it to whatever the meter's telling me to attach it. Trading, I can make decisions within 5 or 10 minutes in the trade, manage the trade, and usually done within an hour or so. This one I got in at about 2 minutes to 8. And I closed it out less than an hour later. Let's see where I got in at. Here we go. Obviously back here, I actually teach how to get in at a better price. Better price means more pips, which means more money for you. But I know that it's going to go because the meter was telling me so. So these are all things I'm teaching you. What is the best pair to trade, when to trade, how to get more pips. So remember, it's not the system. Sometimes I get tired of people saying, why are you selling a system? When it comes right down to it, it's not the system. I'm selling training videos on how to trade the Forex markets. That's what it boils down to. Got in at this cursor and I closed it out here. As you can see, it went a little bit more. It already passed the ADR. So let's see, I got 31 pips there, and 31 pips on the Euro New Zealand paid $1,993. So for pip total, that is 60 pips. 60 pips paid $4,178 for about an hour's work. Remember, you don't need 100, 200 pips a day. I used to think that, do one trade and try to get a lot. Learned a long time ago, do 2 to 5 trades because there'll always be one of the pairs that just kind of doesn't go much. And I hate to waste a whole day to make 7 pips. As you can see down here, this first one was only 7 pips. Can you imagine if I only put in one trade? Although I do enough lots that I would still get enough money, but I'm used to making more. And if you can make $100 a day, you can easily make $1,000 a day. Everything is within the lot sizes and your account size. All these things you have to learn. The psychological part is the biggest killer. If you don't get over psychological, which happens to be 50% of the problem, and then 20% is trade management, 20% is money management, and 10% is the system. Remember, it is not the system that's going to get you over the hump. And there's no such thing as a little pop-up arrow. Stay away from those systems. Pop-up arrow, tell you to buy, put your stop here, target 1, target 2, because if things are not lined up right and the flow of the market is going the wrong way and the meter is out of whack, you are going to lose. So why don't you learn how to trade the market, the flow of the market, and then you will be much more successful. So if your system is not producing like any of my trigger systems are producing, the one I'm trading with today is the master trigger system. I do charge $250 for it. Very cheap considering all the training videos I give and what I teach. So now it does come with over 3.5 gigabytes of training, and you'll get an exact copy of my system on your MT4 platform. Now it comes with 4 MT4 templates, 8 custom indicators, and my favorite meter. Do not even think about trading without a meter, as you will lose. Now it comes with a lot of PDF books, a lot of Word documents, which in other words, you'll get a lot of training, and this will help you to succeed at trading the markets. Now there's a lot of ways to trade, so I teach a lot of ways to trade. That's why there's 42 training videos and 9 bonus videos. Now just to let you know, on all of my trades, all 3 of them, they were a great way to trade right here. Great way to trade. Works at least 9 out of 10 trades. At least it does for me. If it will not for you, it's because you did not watch the videos and you're breaking the rules. In other words, don't be buying up here. It's too late. And I teach exactly when to enter. Now, what makes the master trigger just a little bit better? It's not like, wow, it's 100 times better. Just a little bit better than all my trigger systems is within these 5 topics right here. In every video I give a lot of advanced trading tips. I teach how to get near perfect timing entries, and just a quick look right here. This would be perfect. You got in right here, it went straight up, it didn't go down, and I teach exactly how to do that. If I don't take the trade here, it's just because there's a lot of pairs, or maybe I didn't see it or not in front of the computer. So the more it goes away from it, then I just know that it's going to give another cycle. Look at every time it goes up and back and forth. These are all little cycles. I also teach how to stay in the trade for more pips, and I also teach how to trade at the right hand edge, what to do right at the edge. Like right now it's about 9:30 in the morning and I'm already done trading for the day. I get in between 6 and 8. I'm looking for it. Learned that from my mentor. Get in front of the charts an hour before the market opens. Analyze the charts. Get in the trade. Manage it for 1 or 2 hours. And you are done for the day. I learned that many years ago. And also teach how to trade higher time frames. So not only do I use the higher time frame, multi-time frame AO, but I take a quick look at a few higher time frames to make sure I'm going in the right direction. Now I show many great trade setups which will show you what to look for just prior to taking a trade, teach how to backtest the master trigger. I still do this every weekend for 6 to 8 hours using the built-in tester within the MT4 platform. I teach exactly how to do that. I teach how to scalp the market. I teach how to scan the market. I teach how to trade all 3 sessions, including this London close. I also teach how to trade pullbacks. Anytime price comes back to the goal line, bounces and goes up, that's a pullback. And if it breaks through the goal line, which it does every day, some pairs break through and go the other way. So I teach how to trade reversals and also teach how to trade around the goal line. As you can see, trading opportunities around the goal line. Also teach how to trade the news. Very difficult, but it is doable. I recommend learning a great way to trade unless you're in no hurry to make money and pips. And also teach how to trade with a day job. Now, if you have any questions at all, very simple, just pick up the phone and call me. If that's too far, or if you live too far, just shoot me an email. There's an underscore right here. Don't forget to put it in. I do prefer Skype. Made it super easy for you. Just click on this link. And through Skype screen sharing, I'll give you a free session. Probably lasts at least 45 minutes, depending on how many questions you may have for me. Now, over the course of many years, I forget exactly how many, but I've been building trigger systems. I do have 27 of them, and if you click on this link, you'll see 27 screenshots. So that just about wraps up this video. And if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So until the next trade, good luck with your trading, and remember, keep yourself and your family safe. Okay, bye for now.